Okay, we're going to look at the circumference of a circle, but first of all, we'll just look at the different features of a circle. So the circumference is actually the length around the outside of the circle. It's like the perimeter of the circle, or it is the perimeter of the circle. Okay, the diameter is the length from one side of the circle to the other side that passes through the center of the circle. Okay, that's the diameter. The radius is from the center of the circle out to the circumference. Okay, now there is a formula for the circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle is equal to pi multiplied by diameter, which is the same as 2 pi r. Okay, where r represents the radius and d represents the diameter. Okay, now what they did was, you could think of this as if you grabbed any circle and you looked at how many times, if I picked up the diameter and I placed it along the edge of the circumference, okay, I could look at how many times does that lay across the circumference, and what you'd find is it'd be 3.14159, so on and so forth. Okay, and pi is this irrational number that goes on forever. Okay, and there is no pattern that occurs within that number at all. Okay, but that's how we could figure out what pi is. Okay, we could just go get the length of the circumference, the length around the outside of the circle, get the same circle, get its diameter, and see how many times it lies along that circumference. So circumference divided by the diameter will give you this value, 3.1414159. Okay, now we use various approximations for pi. So pi is approximately equal to, and often if we just round it to, 3.14. Okay. Also, another approximation for pi is as a fraction, it is 22 on 7 is often used as an approximation for pi. Okay, now if I'm going to use this formula to work out some problems, then let's just do an example. Okay, here's my circle. Let's make the diameter equal to 8 centimeters, and I might say calculate the circumference. Okay, so my first step would be to write down my formula. C is equal to pi times by the diameter. Okay, the circumference is equal to pi. Now we're going to use, in this situation, in year 8, we're going to use one of the approximations because we're not meant to be using our calculator. So I can say 3.14 if I was going to work it out as a decimal, 3.14 multiplied by the diameter, which is 8. So I might just do some side work in here. 3.14 times by 8. 8 4s are 32. 8 1s are 8, plus 3 is 11. 8 3s are 24. Okay, so we end up with 25.12. So the circumference of a circle is approximately equal to 25.12 centimeters. That's it. And if we had to do one with the radius, then you could just double the radius to get the diameter because the radius is half the distance of the diameter. Or you could use this formula, circumference is equal to 2 pi times by r, which is here. Circumference is equal to 2 pi times by r. Okay. Hope that helps.